It's Wednesday night and we got 7 games for you on tap. Let's get right to it. My name is Andrea Sachenko and you're watching Daily KHL Update. We take a first on score. Lokomotiv visit Avangard at G-Drive Arena. The Hawks track first and early. Former Bear called Devante Legin checks it to the slot of the right wing and pulls Daniil Isaev. Locker respond with 3 goals in the second. 2 of them come on a man advantage. Denis Alexeyev snaps his 6th of the season with a shot from the face-up dot. And shortly after that, Maxim Shonov converts on a power play for his 29th goal of the year to make it 2-1. 3 minutes later, Maxim Berezkin improves the lead to 3-1. Former Oilers big has 4 points in 3 games. Avangard pulled back to within 1 meter for the third. Vladimir Tkachov steals the puck in the neutral zone, storms down the ice, slides it across, and Ricochet finishes it off. 9 seconds of regulation, the Hawks send out the extra skater, and Ricochet hits the back of the net with just 5 ticks remaining on the clock. Tie game, and it goes to OT, which isn't gonna last even a minute. Avangard leave the extra skater on, and this time Corbin Knight cashes in. Vladimir Tkachov and Ricochet score 3 points each as Avangard pull off a comeback win on home ice. 4-3 is your final. Moving on to Yekaterinburg, where Salovat Yulayev challenge Automobilist. First period, Sergei Shmilov shoots from the circle, misses the net. Alexander Kadyakin must score on the rebound, but how about the play by rookie Viktor Nyauchev, who clears the puck to safety just in the nick of time? Unreal. But Salovat scores soon enough anyway. Even go between Alexei Pustazerov and Alexander Khmelevsky, and Pustazerov taps it home from the doorstep. The duo strikes again midway for the second. Pustazerov has 2 on the night and 10 on the season. Way to win the battle for the puck below the goal line. The hosts get a goal back early in the third. Brooks Masek beats Ilya Yezhov for his 36th goal of the season to make it 2-1. Automobilist almost get the equalizer and force OT as Yefim Gurkin puts the puck on net and deflects off Georgi Bilausov and narrowly misses the net. Unlucky. Salovat managed to hold on to the lead and then put it away with the empty netter. Daniil Bashkirov hits the match while Khmelevsky draws his 3rd assist of the tilt. Salovat wins their 6th game out of the past 7. 3-1 is final. Huge game takes place in Nizhny tonight. It's essentially a do-or-die scenario for Neftekhimik as they look to stay 8th in the East facing Metallurg. And the Wolves break the ice just at a 5 minutes in. Rookie Andrei Belozerov puts it past Eddie Pasquale. But Metallurg tied up and get in front before the intermission. Grigory Dronov slams it home from the point with a juicy clapper. We got a decent Donnybrook after that. Cody Curran drops him with Anthony Camara and 2 Canadians go at it for a long time. Both get a few good hands in before the bout settles out. Shortly after that, the loose puck tiptoes to the far post and Nikolai Goldobin is Johnny on the spot to bury it. Goldobin scores his 2nd of the game and 19th of the season, 9 minutes into the second frame off a great dish by Brandon Leipzig. Early in the third frame, Metallurg got caught with 2 man-to-man and Neftekhimik make them pay on the ensuing power play. Andrei Belozerov rifles it past Pasquale to make it 3-2. And a few minutes later, as Nikita Kurstilov gets a minor for tripping, Pavel Paradin scores on a power play and sends this one to overtime. Neftekhimik begin the extra frame with another man advantage, and it takes them just 8 seconds to make it count. Kirill Vorobyov blows the roof of the building as Neftekhimik escape a loss in regulation, score 3 unanswered power play goals, and take 2 points on home ice. They will close the regular season with the game against Köln Redstad this very board on Friday. 4-3 is your final. Next in our road is Nizhny Novgorod. Torpedo welcomes Severstal. No scoring in the first, so we head straight to the second. The Virtus get on the board with a shorty. The Bucks misplay the puck in the offensive zone. Nikita Guslistov chases it down the ice and scores his 3rd of the season. Torpedo respond a few minutes later. This time their power play unit gets the job done. Maxim Utinov with the tally. Late in the frame, the host once again give the puck away and Severstow show no mercy. Dmitry Moiseyev takes a quick shot and Pavel Kulbakov can't get in front of it. 2-1 after 40. Torpedo even it up less than 2 minutes into the stanza. Vasily Atanasyev gets it past Alexander Samonov to make it a 2-2 hockey game. A little after that, Torpedo get another man advantage. Chaos in the slot. Dennis Young takes a whack at it and the puck seems to end up in the net. They take another look at it though and rule there was goal interference on the play anyway. No goal. And that's when the game-winning tally comes. Dmitry Moiseyev gets his second of the game and 12th of the season. That's just his third multi-goal game in the K, and Severstow take it 3-2 on the road. We're off to Moscow now, where Dynamo looked to bounce back after a 3-1 loss to Vitas last Saturday. The blue and white opened up the scoring with a power play goal 7 minutes into the game. Mitchell Rashevsky pulls the trigger while Yegor Martynov and Andrei Mironov draw the assists. They double their lead in the last minute of the period. Captain Andrei Mironov gets the puck from Ivana Gumnov on open ice and scores his 8th of the season. Dynamo stretch their lead to 3-0 midway through the second. Jordan Will takes his shot from midpoint and he's right on the money. Vitas get a goal back as they convert on a power play in the last minute of the stanza. Dmitry Kugrashev makes it 3-1 after 40. Moscow put it away in the third. Jakub Lila hits the 20th assist by Brandon Manel and Jordan Willen. That's so sugar for this one. Dynamo get a rebound win over Vitas. 4-1 is the final. As Stone throws away from BDB Arena, Spartak face off against the arch rivals and defending champs Red Army. The red and white cannot afford to lose this one. But they do, and badly. Sergei Plotnikov puts his team in the lead 6 minutes into the first as he sifts it through Patrick Riber. Midway through the second period, Frederick Klassen scores his shorty to improve the lead to 2-0. Wait to trail the play and score on the follow-up attempt. Less than 2 minutes later, Nikita Nesterov shoots from the point and River is unable to stop it. 3-0 Red Army. In the last minute of the period, Mikhail Grigorenko finishes off a simple play as Spartak defense is nowhere to be found. We're barely a minute into the third and Sergei Plotnikov scores his second of the night. Spartak have swapped Riber for Alexei Krasikov in the intermission, but it's not gonna help. A few minutes later, Andrei Svetlakov scores another shorty. That's 2 short-handed goals that Spartak allows in a must-win game. They do get it right back as 16 seconds later, Roman Starchenko scores on a power play, but it's hardly of any consolation. Pavel Kornaukov puts a bow on it with his 14th of the season. For the second straight time, the reigning champ scores 7+ goals and Spartak will now need a miracle to make the playoffs. 7-1 is your final. And there's just one more score left to tell you about. Sibir beat Boris 4-2 on home ice as Denis Golubov scored a pair. And that's it for a KHL update, but do come back tomorrow for 2 more games. Admiral will host Amur and SKA St. Petersburg will visit Sochi. My name is Andrea Sachenko, thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to check back with us this Thursday.